Alright, what's up guys? So somebody asked me a question what I was doing at Rimrock to my bike. So I'm going to show you what I was doing, what I was up to, hopefully answer your question. So if you've ever had a bike with a carbureted system, you know somewhat about jetting. So that's what I was doing. Rimrock is a little bit higher in elevation than where I'm typically riding at, so I needed to rejet for the little leaner air up there. I don't think I'm gonna teach you like how to jet your bike, because every bike's different, and if you don't really know jetting, you probably shouldn't be messing around with it. But there's tons of information online. You can go check it out and learn for yourself. So I'm just gonna kind of show you where the jets are, what jets I'm running, what jets I'm gonna change to from Rimrock and such. So first of all though, like I got some engine modifications, carb modifications, intake, like I got some special stuff going on with the motor. So you know, like what I'm rejetting my bike with, the main and the pilot that I use, and the needle. Actually, I'm only going to be changing the main and the needle today, but you know, what I'm going to run is probably not the application for most, but basically I'm rejetting with my JD Jetting Ket. Right there. So this is what I got. You know, pretty straightforward for a 300. Let's see here. I'm gonna be installing this needle. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's a blue cap. There, the blue tip needle. I think this is the stock needle that come out of there. The JD kit comes with 2 needles, I believe. So. Yeah, I put the red one in there right now, but they have a nice little chart here really that comes with the instructions. It shows you kind of what you need to jet at. I've written down all the notes from where I've rode and what jetting I used, and you know, sometimes my jetting will be good wherever I'm riding and sometimes it won't be. So writing that stuff down, kind of what you were riding with and how your bike acted, is good, so you know not to go back there again. So I think I would probably just leave the blue in there, number 2, and then run the 162 or 165 if I were to go back. So it's a good idea to write the stuff down, what you're using, and that way if your bike's acting up, you know what not to do for next time. So I like to pull the bottom bowl nut off, if you can see that. I just drain the fuel from there. That's how I access my main jet to change it. So once you get the main jet out, you know, it looks something like this. There it is. There's the main jet. That's what you're after. So I had a 162 in there. I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, I had a 162 in there. I'm going to put a 165 in there, I believe, or 168. I'm probably just going to go with the 165. That was, I believe, what I had in there to begin with. Okay, so swapping out the 162 main jet for a 165. There it is. And the main jet is back in there. I'm gonna put the bowl cap back on there and button her up. Okay, so what I do is I just twist the carb just a little bit so I can access the top cap right here. So there's just 2 Allen heads. Remove those, pull the slide out of there, and you'll be able to grab your needle. Alright, so get those Allen heads loosened up. This is gonna be extremely difficult. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this. Pretty much just pull this cap off and slide the slide comes right out of there, just like that. Oh, it's terrible one-handed. And there you go, you got your slide. So, but yeah, just pretty much pull that needle out and swap it out for the other one. So I figured I should probably show you kind of what, if you don't know what's going on here, just basically pull this spring up this way out of the slide, and you'll be able to get the cable out of the slide itself, and then you can pull the little cap nut there, screw, whatever, pretty much locking the needle in, and the needle will come right out after that. So there it is. If you've never done it before or seen what it looks like, here it is. Okay, so there's the slide, and that's the nut or the screw, whatever you want to call it. That's what I was talking about, and you can see that little groove there. The cable slides right down in there. There's a larger opening down at the bottom of that the cable end can slide in and out of, and then when it comes tight, you know, it's kind of locked in there, if you will. But yeah, just pull that nut, and you can pull the needle out of there. There you go, just pull that screw out of there. That's what I'm saying. See how big it is at the end there? That's where the cable can slide in, and then it gets pulled up this way, and the cable end rides right in here, so it can't come out of there. And that's what I'm talking about. You pull that spring back, and then grab the cable and push it down, and then pull it out sideways, and it'll come right out of that end piece, and there you go. And then the needle comes right out of there. As you can see, I got the red one. So here's my two jets. I just pulled out the red one, and I'm going to be putting the blue one in there for the lower elevation stuff. Okay, so alright, so you got the white piece, little plastic piece in the end of the spring. I don't know if you can see it, there is a groove in this white plastic piece. That little groove rides right down the groove in the screw in here where the cable resides. So it kind of locks the cable in there. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can put the cable on and then wrap the spring around if you want. Of course, you got to put the little plastic piece in there first, or just put the spring on, pinch the spring back down, pinch that cable, send that cable down in there, in that groove, and then release the spring back in there, making sure that little groove in the spring rides right down on that screw groove to hold that cable in there. And that's pretty much it, just like that.